All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, you already know what time it is, and right here, right now, we actually got the one and only, we got the legendary R&B singer, we got Nitty Green of Riff right here, live on the line, man. How are you doing this evening?
What's up, man? I'm doing all right, brother. Glad to be on Outlaw Radio.
Hey, man, it's good to have you here as well, man. I gotta say, I love R&B music, man. You know what I mean? I grew up on it. You can never go wrong with those beautiful harmonies, man. So it's definitely an honor to have you on my radio station airwaves this evening.
I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it, man. I'm excited.
But I know you're a busy guy, Nitty, so I'm going to dive right into this interview. But I have to ask, man, first and foremost, what originally made you decide to pursue a career within music, man? Because when you put on a Nitty Green record, you can just hear the amazing harmonies, man, and just know that you are definitely meant to do what you're doing.
Oh, man, I appreciate that, man. When I was a young kid, I was just watching my mom's. My mom's was my inspiration, man. She sang everything. She played everything. You know what I mean? So just watching her and watching her do her thing in church, man, I picked up some of her tricks, and it just made me want to sing. And that's pretty much how I got my start, man. And I took that all the way through high school, and we started the group Riff, man, and bam, I'm here, man. I'm doing my solo stuff right now at this time, man. I'm so excited about it.
And also, as well, as you mentioned just a few moments ago, you were actually a member of the iconic R&B group Riff. I was always wondering, man, what is the story behind that group? And of course, how did yourself and the other members get connected?
All right. Well, you know what? We actually sing quartet. You know, it's a form of gospel music, man, back in our hometown. Some of the guys from the group Riff, and we ended up, you know, basically the principal of Eastside High School, you know, if y'all seen that movie Lean on Me, he basically called me to his office, you know, and he had this thing about us, you know, singing the school song. We had this school song that everybody had to learn and sing on demand, okay? So he called me to his office, and somehow or another, man, I got out of not performing the song at that particular time. I went back, man. I pretty much promised him that if he let me come back tomorrow, you know what I mean, I was going to come back and I was going to blow him away. And he told me, he said, listen, man, I'm telling you right now, go get the homies. Go get the homies and come back, and you better blow me away or I'm suspending you for 20 days. Now, you only can miss 21 days, man. I would have had to repeat the whole year over, man. So I got up with a couple of my homies. We did a rendition of the school song, man. Came back the next day and blew the school to pieces. Now, at this time, Mr. Clark, straight up, was in conversation with Warner Brothers and doing a movie about the school. And he deemed us, man. He named us the Playboy. So we went through our freshman year, man, all the way till we graduated, known as the Playboys, and that's how Riff got their break, man. We ended up being written into the movie. Flew out to L.A., man. We did our album. Our debut album was dropped in 1991. Went on tour with Vanilla Ice, the Ice Ice Baby tour. It was opening for him. We actually came over there to Canada, man, and we toured over there. And that's pretty much how we got our start, man. It was you know what? I want to say we were very lucky. The talent was there, but we were lucky, man, that this all came to pass the way it did.
And also, as well, when you were actually brought up Lean on Me a few moments ago, starring Morgan Freeman, I have to ask, what was it like just actually showing your talents off on a motion picture film? Like, was it difficult to kind of perform on that particular movie, or was it just like any other performance for you guys?
You know what, man? We were, like, surprised because Morgan Freeman, you know, he's an actor, so we kind of thought he was a main dude, you know what I mean? But, you know, like, sitting next to him, man, and, you know, when we got a chance to roll out our scene, you know, we was like just some singing cast, man. So we was singing, we just jumped into it like how we, you know, we do it. And Morgan Freeman broke us down. He was like, listen, man, the only way this scene is going to come off, he said, you guys got to act like you're scared, you're nervous. You know, I just guys in the bathroom. I'm going to need you to be scared. And he went into character, and we were really scared singing the song. So it was like, it was just magic time, man. Like the way he gave it to us, like, and, you know, the camera's on us, man. We're singing it. And, man, it came across really, really big, man. And it went well for us, man. It's an iconic scene in that movie, man. And that's how we got our break. You know, that's how we got our record deal, because of that scene. And Lean on Me going #1 at the box office. So there you go.
And also as well, just a few years later, man, in the year 1991, Riff actually released the amazing 10-track self-titled debut album. I was wondering if you can actually tell our listeners a story behind this monumental project. And of course, from what you can recall from those days, what was it like just being in the studio recording this amazing project?
It was awesome, man. It was awesome. We pretty much, you know, our production company at the time, you know, they handpicked the song. You know, they was given to us. Our manager at the time, he wrote like about 3 songs on the album, and we pretty much flew out to Los Angeles, man, for 10 days. It's funny story, man. When we land, you know, we stayed across the street from the Beverly Center, the iconic mall, and stayed at this hotel, the Mame Zone Hotel, and outside was Chucky Booker. He was packing his bag in there. I'm like, wait a minute, this is Chucky Booker. So anyway, we got a chance to meet Chucky. We ended up going into the studio, man. We stayed out there for 10 days. We pretty much recorded a song per day. We learned a lot, man. That was our first project, and we learned a lot from that, man, just working with the producers, the songwriters. You know, we were pretty wet behind the ears, you know, at the time. We just knew how to sing. We wanted to sing. We were excited, and we just knocked these songs out, man, as quickly as we can, because we wanted that record to be out. They was like feeling, our record company was like, we got to get the record out. Now, the movie's out, we need this album out. And we cut the record in 10 days, man. It was a blessing, man. We was enjoying life, man.
And also as well, my favorite song off that project was Every Time My Heart Beats. Oh, I was wondering if you can actually tell us the inspiration and story behind the lyrics of that amazing song, man, because I'm telling you, that was always my go-to song when I slid in that record.
You serious, man? Stop playing.
I'm being serious,
man.
man.
Well, just so happened, I sang the lead on this record. Now, I got to tell you the truth. We didn't really like the record, you know what I mean? But it ended up being our 3rd release. The gentleman by the name of Dennis Lambert wrote the record. He's a Los Angeles big time producer, man. Dennis Lambert. He wrote the record. At the time, New Edition was really hot, which was one of our favorite groups, along with New Kids on the Block. You know, we had them go in and do a different mix to it, and it ended up like, if you put Every Time My Heart Beat the original way that's on the record, and If It Isn't Love, it kind of like, you know, from New Edition, it kind of got like the same drums. So we kind of, you know, we were following the guys that we grew up on, which was New Edition, New Kids on the Block, and the Force MDs. And they gave us that feel, that New Jack Swing feel, man, and that was one of, it was a great song to record. After we got done, we were excited about it, you know, but originally we didn't like it. We did not like it, but after we got done, we loved the record.
And I gotta say as well,
the story behind it was just, you know, I guess, you know, just letting the girl know, you know, every time my heart beats, I think of you, which was, you know, at the time, you know, that young love. You know what I mean? We tried to make it as clear as possible, man. I'm gonna be out here on tour, you know, singing on these stages and stuff like that, but you will always be in my heart. And I'll think of you. I'll call you every chance I get. You know, it's just supposed to let the significant other, you know, let her be, clear that you're thinking of her while you're doing what you got to do. So that was the story behind that song.
And also as well, Riff also had the opportunity, to actually appear on the Arsenio Hall show. I was wondering if you can actually tell our listeners a bit more about that experience, and of course, what was it like just being able to showcase your guys' talent on national television? Because Arsenio Hall was freaking huge back in the 90s.
And Arsenio pretty much gave us the platform to come on and do what we did, and we got a chance to perform with his band. I forgot what he called them. I think it was the Jungle or something like that. I forgot what they called Arsenio's band at the time. But man, it was a joy just to be in Hollywood, and just going through the lot and walking into a studio, man, and seeing where pretty much everybody in the game at the time was coming through Arsenio Hall. Just to be on that same stage and being respected, man, as professionals and stuff like that, man. And Arsenio, he actually had us come on his show like 4 times, man. And one of the times we just sat in with his band and just sang all kinds of songs, man, as he went to commercial. And, it was just a joy to be on his show. I wish he'd come back. And, I know time is a little different right now, but he can do it. He can do it. But it was absolutely a pleasure doing his show, man. Arsenio was one of the greats.
I remember as well back in, I think it was like early, 2010, 2011, he came back for like a year or two, but then he disappeared off TV, man. Me personally, I didn't really like the vibe of the rerun, of the recasting and like how they did it, but I definitely was happy to see him back on TV. I like the original vibe of his set.
The original vibe was the best vibe. Yeah, he did try to change it up a little bit, but it didn't quite work. But I'm sure, like, they have better writers now. I'm sure if he put his mind to it, Arsenio could make a comeback, man.
And also as well, when you mentioned a few minutes ago about how you went on tour with Vanilla Ice and whatnot, also on that tour I read that LL Cool J was also with you guys. I was wondering, from what you can recall, what is one of your most fondest memories you shared of that particular tour? Because Vanilla Ice, LL Cool J, Riff, all on one tour, must have been some phenomenal stuff going on, just going from city to city to city.
No, well, actually, the Vanilla Ice tour was its own tour, and LL had his own tour. It was the Mama Said Knock You Out tour. 2 different tours. So after we got off tour with Vanilla Ice, we transferred and went straight with LL Cool J. And both of those guys are pros, professionals, man. They treated us with respect. Riff actually ended up doing a song with Vanilla Ice on his remix album of title cut I Love You. And we filmed it in Prince's house, Paisley Park, man. We filmed the video at Prince's house. Every night on tour, we would come on stage and do the song with Vanilla Ice. So, listen, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening. Go check out the video. It's out there. The video is out there. It's called I Love You. You will see Riff, the young Riff, right there doing I Love You with Vanilla Ice.
And I have to ask, was Prince actually there when you were actually filming the video, or did you guys just kind of like rent his home?
I was chasing Prince, man, around his house, okay? Because I'm a big Prince fan. We was doing our part, okay? After they said cut, I had my eye on Prince, man. And I took off to go see if I could talk to him, and he was running from me, man. I didn't get a chance to meet him, but I chased him around his whole complex, man. By that, he was just running from me, like playing games, man. I didn't get a chance to meet him, but I saw him. He was there. I went through all of his rooms, man, where they make his guitars, where they make his clothes. I went through 2 studios. You know what I mean? I saw a bedroom. I'm like, whoa, what is this? And I'm chasing him, but he's I'm chasing him around his house, and I ended up back where I started, because I would have totally got lost in that place, man. So he was kind of guiding me, kind of like a tour through his home, and I ended up back where I started. So, yeah, he was there.
By the sounds of it, it definitely sounds like that house is big. Just how you said 2 studios and whatnot, just 2 studios and a home, must have been a huge ass mansion.
Oh my God, humongous, man, humongous. I'm telling you, like this, when you pull up, like the gate opens and you gotta drive up to the door. It's crazy, man. And then when you go in, it just looked like I don't know, man. It looks like on the inside, it looks like a museum home studio all in one. It's crazy. Sound stage. It's crazy, man.
And also as well, man, aside from Riff, you also had the opportunity to join another group along with 2 other Riff members, where you guys joined Men of Vision in the late 90s. I was wondering, what actually made you guys decide to join that group? And of course, how did that opportunity come to be for you guys?
All right. Yes. Men of Vision, they were signed to MJJ, which is Michael Jackson's label. Well, Riff ended up, after we left our deal, we kind of lost our deal with, well, not lost it, we left the deal. We wanted to try something new, and we took a break. So while Riff was breaking, my brother, Anthony Fuller, he had met one of the members from Men of Vision at a church concert, and he was asking him to do some records for Riff. He told him, yeah. So Anthony gave him his phone number, and I guess, Spanky ended up calling Chill, maybe a month later, asking him, what is Riff doing? And Anthony told him that, we were on break. He said, well, I need 3 guys. He said, can you guys come and be a part of my group, Men of Vision? So Anthony basically took me, and he took his brother Dwayne, and we went over to Brooklyn, New York. We auditioned for the production company, which was Teddy Riley and J.R. Black. I forgot his last name. I forgot J.R.'s last name. But we ended up auditioning at Junior's Cheesecake Factory, man, the restaurant in Brooklyn. And we got the job. 3 days later, we ended up auditioning up at Sony Music for Tommy Mottola, Michael Jackson, Teddy Riley, the whole Sony staff. Everybody was in the room, man, and it was, except Teddy. Teddy Riley was on tour with Blackstreet at the time, but he was on the phone. And we ended up just auditioning, and they was like, let's get in the studio, man, and record the album. So that's pretty much how we got our break with the Men of Vision situation.
And I gotta say as well, I loved the 1999 record that you guys actually put out, Move, man. I found you guys had such phenomenal chemistry together on that particular record.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. We had a lot of fun. I mean, we wrote a whole bunch of the songs ourselves on that project. We worked with some great producers, Joe Thomas, Eddie Riley, Dark Child, which is Rodney and Fred Jerkins. We just worked with some great cast, man. It was the late Kenny Green from the group Intro. We worked with him on a song, and it was a great project, man.
And I do know I'm jumping ahead in the timeline here quite a bit, but in April of 2021, Riff actually re-emerged with their highly anticipated single, You're the Inspiration. I was wondering if you could actually tell our listeners a bit more about this single, and what was it like actually just being back together with the group after so many years?
We never really broke up. It was more like we took a break. It was just time for us to get back, Took a 5-part harmony, 5-part soul, with a little bit of yesterday, and a lot of today. So we wanted to get that formula back going. And it was just time for us to get back in the studio and start cutting some more records. And that's exactly what we did, man. We got together and recorded, said this sounds good. And, you know, we signed with an independent label, and we just started dropping a few records. And here we are, man. We're still in the studio cutting. We plan on releasing our EP, hopefully by December. We're going to drop 2 EPs, which is a Christmas EP and our regular EP. We're just trying to make sure that we got the right material. So we're in the kitchen cooking it up right now. So stay tuned for that right there. That's going to be great.
And I gotta say as well, me personally, as a real R&B fan, it's definitely a breath of fresh air to actually hear stuff like that, man. That you guys are still doing your thing. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to knock some of the newer R&B artists, but the whole auto-tune stuff, man, I can't really get into it. I love just the real raw emotion and like just the raw harmonies, man. I can't really go for the auto-tune stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're known for. That bathroom sound, you know, like when, you know, that street corner acapella, that's what we are known for. We used to sing on the street corners. Riff sang wherever. We sang in church, we sang on the street corner, we sang in the school hallway, the bathrooms. We try to take that in and give every song that we do that sound. I think people are going to be you know, shocked to hear some of the new material that we are working on. Mm-hmm.
And also as well, April 5th of 2022, you actually released your most recent single titled Running Out of Time that I'm actually going to be playing immediately following this broadcast right here on the Canadian FM dial. But I was wondering if you can actually tell us the story behind this song, and of course, what can our listeners expect from it if this is their first time hearing Running Out of Time here on 97.7 FM?
Well, it's an upbeat, man, feel-good song. Came about by a producer by the name of Mantra Beats. I heard the track, and I knew that I had to have it. You know what I mean? So I ended up speaking with him, and he was like, yes, you can have the record. You know, we worked out all of the particulars. I took the beat. I got with my writing team. It was myself and my boy Von Sway, and the producer, the engineer, and we went in the studio, man, and we created Running Out of Time. I told them that I had to have something that's going to stick in their heads while they're sleeping, and I want to tell a story, like a story that pretty much half of the guy population probably goes through this. You know what I mean? So, you know, and it just, you know, I'm screaming the hook at him, but I'm running out of time, man. She's losing her patience while I make up my mind. And I'm trying to pull out my heart in it. So when you listen to this record, just know that I understand exactly what's going on. I'm just pouring out my heart, man. I want you to feel the emotion, the harmonies, man, and the way I lay on the beat, y'all. This is a strong song for me. I'm very happy the way it came out, and I think you guys will like it. So, you know, stream it. When you hear it, stream it. Call into Outlaw Radio, please, and tell them to continue to play this record. Okay, guys?
Hey, man, you already know. Once something is added to the station's rotation, chances are I ain't gonna be pulling it, man. You know, because I like this song. Me personally, I've been bumping it personally on my own cell phone and well in the car. So I of course have to share it with the world.
You know, I am so happy to hear that, man. You know, it's like I said, it feels good. You know, bump it in your car and just enjoy it and expect more of this same kind of music, man. We are in the studio cooking it up, man. Nitty Green. I want to send a special shout out to my management team, Kick Up Your Heels Entertainment, you know, Katrina, you know, Hurst and Rachel, and, you know, Dee, Silva, man. Like, they they are doing their thing, man. And everybody that's been supporting me so far, like, I really appreciate it. And you guys that's out in Canada that remembers who I am. I went by Slim Shot in the group Riff, and I'm Nitty Green, okay? So I appreciate all of the love that you have given me over the years, and, you know, this is a new chapter. I didn't even know that I was going to be doing solo music, man. I kind of fell into it, man, and I love it, man. I love it. I love the movement, and I'm just excited about life and about the music. So I thank you, man, for liking it and playing it, man.
And also as well, I do know you said you're in the studio and whatnot, you're cooking up some new music, but I have to ask, what is next for yourself, Nitty Green? Is there anything we happen to miss during tonight's broadcast? Anything else you do still want to talk about or promote? What was to got you here live on the radio station airwaves this evening?
Every Sunday night, I just want to, you know, I have a podcast that I do, Eastern Standard Time, by the name of Vibe Sessions, where we talk life, love, and music. So I'm on every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we have, you know, artists from the 90s come up and we interview, or sometimes it's just us kicking it with the vibers, man, and we just have a blast. But if you're not doing nothing, stop through and check us out. And just stay tuned for some new Nitty Green fire, man. We're just gonna go crazy in the studio, man. You know, I met some producers out there in Canada. I'm gonna be coming out there, you know, working with them. It's just, listen, we're putting the gas down. We're gonna light the flames to it, man, and we're just gonna continue to put down great music, and that's what it is. This is all great for me, man. I love it.
And also, Nitty, this is the time in the interview, right quick, that I give a chance for the individual that slides into the radio station airwaves, just a chance to drop their social media handles and whatnot. That way our listeners, if they're not already doing so, they can follow you all across the board and stay updated on everything Nitty Green.
Hey, again, every Sunday, Eastern Standard Time, live on Facebook, Nitty Green, at 7 p.m., 5 sessions. Talk life, love, and music. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, what's the other one? TikTok, at Nitty Green. You can follow me, and you can stay up on everything that I'm doing. My management team, you can follow Kick Up Your Heels Entertainment at Instagram and Facebook, and they will be able to tell you everything about what's going on, man. We're planning to do some shows. We'll be coming that way real soon. And, guys, I'm just excited, man. I am excited. I can't wait to come that way so I can do a live appearance, man, at your station.
Hey, man, I would absolutely love that one, man. And I would love to see you in concert as well. So I really hope that, you know, all the dots connect properly and you actually come out here to Canada, man, because we need a real R&B show down here in Canada, man. We don't get a lot of R&B down here on my end. I know Toronto area you get tons, but around this area, unfortunately, you don't see very many R&B acts.
Well, you know what? Through this station, Outlaw, 97.7 Outlaw Radio, you guys continue to play this music. It's going to come around. People are going to demand this. They're like, listen, man, a lot of, you know, concerts, we need to bring the feel-good music back, and it'll be back, man. It's just that simple, man. We need the support of the radio stations, man, to play the music. That's it. And when that happens, good things is going to happen. You guys are in charge, man. You guys are in charge, man. Let's go.
But I gotta say, first and foremost, Nitty, thank you so much, man, for just giving us a bit of your time here this evening and sliding into the 97.7 FM airwaves, man. It truthfully was an honor and most definitely a privilege. And also, thank you for years of monumental music, man, that inspired not only myself, but many, many, many thousands upon thousands of listeners all over the world as well. Thank you so much, Nitty, for your time this evening.
Man, thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much for your support, man. Ladies and gentlemen, please support that Running Out of Time. Stream it, listen to it. It's out there, and stay tuned for those videos, man. They're on the way. And thank you so much, 97.7 Outlaw Radio, man, for your support.
Hey, man, you are most certainly welcome, Nitty. Thank you so much, man, and definitely have yourself a wonderful weekend as well, man. I'm sure down the road we'll definitely do this again, man. But for now, definitely have yourself a phenomenal weekend.
Can I just say one more thing? I'd like to say Happy Mother's Day weekend to all the mothers that's out there right now. Happy Mother's Day weekend, man, and we need you ladies to enjoy yourselves and just continue to be beautiful and be mothers. And that's all I got to say, man.
I definitely agree with that, man, because after all, without them, there would be no us.
You better believe it, man. You better believe it. We need them.
I got to say, I definitely agree with that, Nitty. Thank you so much, man. Definitely have yourself a wonderful night, man, and I'm going to keep spinning Running Out of Time.
Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate your love. Thank you.
You're most certainly welcome. Have yourself a great night.
All right, boss.